Again, you guys, we're interviewing Mr. Christian D. Chesson for District Attorney for Calcasieu Parish, and we're talking about some serious stuff. And I just want to let everybody know, please be sure to go out and vote November the 4th, for a host of different positions that people are running for. But right now, we're focusing on Calcasieu Parish District Attorney, talking to Mr. Christian D. Chesson. Mr. Chesson, what do you think of the new Veterans Court the legislature has authorized DAs to implement?
Oh, I think it's a great idea. You know,
Okay.
and I tend to learn more about it and even further, you know, in my practice, you know, as the district attorney.
Okay.
And I think it's just a great idea.
Great. Now, that's not to say that the military service gives you a free ticket to go out and commit some form of a crime that may be addiction related.
No, I mean, let's face it. For the most part, these veterans protected our country.
Okay.
You know, I'm not saying that they deserve, you know, any fair, you know, or treatment differently, you know,
Okay.
than any
Right,
other person.
right.
But I'm just saying that you do have to take into consideration that they've protected our lives and our country. And a lot of times, you know, people do fall victim, you know, to addiction.
Right.
A lot of these people are getting older now, and you know, they've given drugs for lots of their injuries and stuff like that. And it's easy for them, you know, to become, you know, an addict. I mean, it
Right,
happens.
right.
You know, maybe not easy, but it happens. And you know, I think that when it comes to these type crimes, I think that if there's an alternative, we should pursue it. If anyone deserves it, they do.
Right.
You know, and that's another reason why I want to implement these programs of non-incarceration type penalties,
Okay.
whatever it may be, whether it's monitoring at home, whether it's putting them in a lockdown facility, judging it based upon the crime, but of course non-violent crimes.
Correct.
I guess just the level of their addiction.
Right.
But you know, I think absolutely it's a good idea. We need to protect our veterans, and we definitely, you know, will go out of our way to help them with their problems and help them live a more, you know, enjoyable life, a more meaningful life.
Right. Okay. Now, when we talk about veterans, you know, we know that they need a lot of assistance with coping with war in the past and that kind of thing. Here in the judicial system, I mean, is that something that's being done as we speak, or do you see that still needs to be changed, or do we need to alter that a little bit?
You know, a veteran receives her future medical treatment, you know, through the veterans hospitals, through the VA hospitals.
Okay.
And we've seen them in the news. They have, you know, their blemishes for sure.
Right, right.
And but they also receive benefits, you know, depend on, you know, if they were active duty, you know, if they worked, if they're disabled, you know, there's
Right.
varying benefits they receive monetarily.
Okay.
Besides just their medical benefits. And you know, recently I had a veteran contact me that he tested positive for marijuana.
Okay.
You
All
know,
right.
marijuana, and they were threatening to terminate his benefits.
Wow.
And someone in the Veterans Association actually recommended that he consider moving to another state. And I just
what
found,
reason?
I guess because it was marijuana that he tested for, and as people know, there's other states where marijuana is legal.
Okay. Okay.
And
yeah.
you know, I just thought that was crazy. I mean, I want to see this. I know I can't change it, but I want to do whatever I can to help the impact on these guys, you know,
Right.
on these guys in the event that they fall victim of addiction and are charged with a nonviolent crime. You know, I want to try and not only help them get the help that they need and not clog up our court system with it in our jails, but also even assist them when it comes to the Veterans Affairs, and hopefully find ways that the Veteran Affairs would be deemed reasonable, you know, in handling the matter, and also taking into consideration their benefits not being terminated, because I don't think that benefits anyone, because then they become a burden upon our state.
Correct.
And they're likely to even fall further into crimes and criminal activity and addiction.